afternoon, students. Class 7 Maths, exercise 6.2, number 6. Now, children, this is the question. Find all the angles made by the transversal with the parallel lines L and M in figure 7. So, this diagram is already given to you in the book. You can see. Now, let us proceed towards the board. So, you can see the diagram here which is already drawn. Line L is parallel to line M. So, L is parallel to M. And EF is the transversal which passes through L and M. You have to find the angle of X. Now, this is X. So, we also see that angle, this angle is already given 4x minus 54. This is already given in the diagram. And this angle is also already given, that is X. So, first we have to find the value of the X and then the value of all the remaining angles. Okay. Now, let us name these angles. For the convenience, let us name all these angles. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, I have named up this angle. Now, let us see what is how to write. Given L is parallel to M and EF is the transversal. So, L is parallel to M and EF is the transversal. To find the value of X and measure of all the angles. Now, how we will start the sum? We will start the sum with whatever is given in the question. Now, already we see that this angle is equals to 4x minus 54 given. Again, this angle is equals to X is already given. Now, since EF is the transversal, one angle, I have named this angle as angle 2 and this angle as angle 1. This 2 is an interior angle, this is an exterior angle. But they lie on the same side of the transversal, that is on the left hand side. So, I can write that this angle 1 is equals to angle 2 or angle 2 is equals to angle 1 since corresponding angle. Now, what is the measurement of angle 2? 4x minus 54. So, this is also already given. Again, angle 1 is equals to angle x already given. So, when I will solve it out, this problem, I will get that x is equals to 18 degree. Now, since angle 2 is equals to angle 1, so both this angle is equals to 18 degree. Now, if angle 2 is equals to 18 degree, then even angle 4 is equals to 18 degree. Why? Since they are the alternate angles which lie on the opposite side of the transversal. One is on the left hand side, one is on the right hand side. Again, you see, if angle 4 is equals to 18 degree, this is an interior angle, then this is also equals to angle 3. Angle 4 is equals to angle 3. Why? Because this is corresponding angle. One angle is interior and one is exterior. So, we have found out angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. Now, let us see how to find out the remaining angles. Again, we see this part of the diagram. Now, this angle 1 plus this angle 8. If you see this whole angle, this is the linear pair. That means this angle plus this angle is equals to one straight angle, that is 180 degree. So, I have written angle 1 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degrees since linear pair. So, angle 1 is already given, the value is x, that is 18 degree, and you will just find out this angle 8 because already angle 1 is given, and when we plus both this we have 180 degree, that is according to the given condition, linear pair. So, you will find that angle 8 is equals to 162 degree. So, this angle is equals to 162 degree. Okay. Now, if this angle is equals to 162 degree, then angle 8 is also equals to angle 6. Since they are alternate angle, they lie on the opposite side of the transversal. So, angle 8 is equals to angle 6 is equals to 162 degree since alternate angle. Again, angle 8 is also equals to angle 7. Angle 8 is interior and angle 7 is exterior. But they lie on the same side of the transversal. So, why they are equal? Because they are corresponding angle. So, this is also equals to 162 degree. Then again angle 6 is equals to angle 5. They are also corresponding angles, one interior, one exterior. So angle 6 is equals to angle 5 is equals to 162 degree. Now see children, what we will do at the end, we will just summarize everything nicely. Now we will bring the measurement of all the angles together. Angle 1 is equals to angle 2 is equals to angle 3 is equals to angle 4 is equals to 18 degree. Again angle 5 is equals to angle 6 is equals to angle 7 is equals to angle 8 is equals to 162 degree. And the measurement of the value of x is 18 degree. Number 7 will be done in the class when the school will reopen, but till then you can also keep on practicing. Now we will go to the revision exercise of lesson 6. Now revision exercise lesson 6. Look at the question. Which of the following of angles are adjacent? Give reason. Number A, this diagram, we don't find any adjacent angle here. Number B also we don't find any adjacent angle. The answer is number C. Now they told give reasons. So let us proceed towards the board. Now this is the diagram. So what do we see here? PQS is an angle. Again there is one common arm QR. Now this angle is adjacent to this angle. This angle PQR. This is adjacent to angle RQS. That means they are nearby angles. Now but why? We have to give reasons. They have a common vertex Q. So they have a common vertex Q. They also have a common arm QR. Okay, so we have written they have a common arm QR. Again number 3 property, that this is the common arm QR, and on the opposite of this common arm lies the other two arms, that is QP and QS. So this is the common arm, and on the opposite, on the this side and this side we see lies the other two arms, that is QS and QP. So these 3 reasons are sufficient to prove that angle PQR is adjacent to angle RQS. Now let us come to question number 2. Now let us see what is given in the question. An angle is 5 times its supplement. Find the angle. An angle. So let the angle be x. 5 times means 5x. When the word supplement comes, you know it is 180 degree. So find the angle. Now let the angle be x. Then its supplement is 180 degree minus x. So what is given according to the question? X is equals to 5 times of its supplement. So 5 into this supplement of an angle, that is what? 180 degree minus x. So when you will solve this x you keep on the left hand side, since you have to find its value. And now 5 into 180 is 900 degree, minus 5 into minus x is equals to minus 5x. Now this is x and this is minus 5x. So this 5x I will bring it on the left hand side, and since this is negative, so this will become positive here. So x plus 5x is equals to 900. I will keep it on the right hand side itself. Okay. Now x plus 5x is equals to 6x. This 900 is there already. And now x, what will be the value of x? This 900 will be divided by 6. So it will be 150 degree. So what is the angle? The value of the angle is 150 degree. Revision exercise number 3 question. The complement of an angle is 30 degree less than twice the angle. Find the angle. When we say complement of an angle, that means something called 90 degree. And 30 degree less than twice the angle. So 30 degree less, that means minus 30 degree. But from what? Twice the angle, that means 2x. So find the angle. So from the question we found out some clues. Now let us do the sum. Let the angle be x. Then its complement will be 90 degree minus x. So by the given question, it is 90 degree minus x is equals to it is said 2 twice the angle. So 2x, twice the angle means 2x minus 30 degree. They have written 30 degree less. So that is why I am subtracting it from twice the angle. Now how will you solve this? So keep this x on the left hand side because we need to find out the values. This twice x, when from the right hand side, it will come on the left hand side. This plus 2x will become minus 2x. Is equals to this minus 30 will remain the same because it is on the right hand side. This plus 90 degree will become minus 90 degree because the side changes. So this is equals to minus 3x and equals to minus 120 degree. So this minus and minus on the both side will be cancelled. And so x is equals to 120 degree divided by 3 and that is equals to what? That is equals to 40 degree. So what is the value of x? The value of x is 40 degree. Now let us come to question number 4. The measure of an angle is 18 degree less. So let the measure of an angle, let the angle be x. 18 degree less means we have to subtract this 18 degree. Then its complement. Complement means 90 degree. So find the angle. Let the angle be x. Then its complement is 90 degree minus x. So what is given in the question? X is equals to 90 degree minus x minus 18. They have mentioned 18 degree less. So we need to minus it from the complement of an angle. So how we will now solve this sum? So x we will keep it on the left hand side. X we will keep it on the left hand side. Now we will remove this bracket here and minus 118 degree. Now this x is already here. Now this x, when I will bring it on the left hand side, this will become plus. This minus x will become plus x. So 90 I will keep it on the right hand side and minus 18 degree I will keep it on the right hand side. So x plus x is equals to twice x. Now 90 minus 18, that is equals to 72 degree. And so x is equals to 72 degree divided by 2. And when you will cancel it, you will get here 36 degree. So answer is equals to 36 degree. Now let us go to question. 7 times the complement of an angle is 10 degree less than 3 times of its supplements. Find the angle. So 7 times means 7x. Complement of an angle means 90 degree. 10 degree less means something minus 10 degree. 3 times means, let us take 3x. Its supplement means 180 degree. So in this question we can see lots of things are there. So 7 times the complement of an angle is 10 degree less than 3 times of its supplement. So 7 times of complement and 3 times of its supplement. So find the angle. Let the angle be x. Then its complement is 90 degree minus x and its supplement is 180 degree minus x. So this we have written. Now let us see what is given in the question. So by the given question, it is told 7 times of its complement. So 7 into 90 degree minus x is equals to 3 into 180 degree minus x. Then minus 10 degree. Now first we will remove this bracket. 7 into 90 degree is equals to 630 degree minus 7x. 7x means 7 into minus x is minus 7x. Is equals to 3 into 180 degree is equals to 540 degree. Then 3 into minus x is equals to minus 3x. Then minus 10 degree. Now let us see. Now here we will arrange the things. Now minus 7x. Then minus 3x, when I will bring it on this side, it will be plus 3x. Then this side is 540 minus 10 degree. Now this 630 degree from the left hand side, I will take it on the right hand side. So this will become minus 630. Now what will I get here? So minus 7x plus 3x is equals to minus 4x. And this thing when you will solve, when we will solve this thing, 540 minus 10 minus 360 degree, you will get here minus 100 degree. So minus minus cancel, and so 4x is equals to 100 degree, or x is equals to 100 degree divided by 4, and that is equals to 25 degree. Therefore, x is equals to 25 degree. This is the answer. Now we will go to revision exercise number 6. If one of the angles forming a linear pair is 4 times that of the other, find the angles. One of the angles, so let the angle be x. Linear pair means 180 degree. 4 times means something called say 4x. So find that of the other. So find the angles. Okay, now let us see. Let the angle be x. So 4x plus x is equals to 180 degree. So this 4x plus x is equals to 5x is equals to 180 degree. So the value of x is equals to 180 degree divided by 5, that is equals to 36 degree. So if one angle is x and the other angle is 4x, we have already found the value of x. So therefore one angle is equals to x is equals to 36 degree, and the other angle is equals to 4x, that is 4 into 36 degree, that is equals to 144 degree. So these are the angles. Now let us see question number 11. Now children, number 7, number 8, number 9 and 10. Number 9 and 10. So 7, 8, 9, 10. I have already uploaded the pictures, and you all do and try yourself, and then we will discuss in the class. And these sums are supposed to be done in the textbook. Only number 7 you do in the exercise copy, which answers I have already given you. Now let us do number 11. Now, in number 11, ABCD is a parallelogram. So, do you know the properties of parallelogram? The opposite sides are parallel and the opposite angles are also equal. So, this is the property of parallelogram. So, ABCD is a parallelogram. I have written this angle CBA is already given in the diagram. So what you are asked to find out? You are asked to find out the measurement of angle A, angle C and angle D. So this you have to find out. So what is the measurement of this angle? We know that in a parallelogram the opposite sides are parallel and equal. The opposite sides are parallel and equal. So AB is parallel to CD and AB is also equal to CD. Again, AD is parallel to BC and AD is also equals to BC. So we can say that AB is parallel to CD. We can write, since it is the property that the opposite sides in a parallelogram are parallel and equal. Now see, since angle B is already given. So if I take AB is parallel to CD and suppose CD is the transversal, if I assume, so angle B plus angle C, the two angles are on the same side of the transversal and are interior angle. So angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degree. Why? Because interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary. You have already studied this property. I have explained in the previous 2 exercises. So angle B is already given 60 degree. 60 degree plus angle C is equals to 180 degree. So therefore angle C is equals to 180 degree minus 60, that is equals to 120 degree. So I have found out angle B, I have found out angle C. So now angle B is equals to angle D. Why? Since the opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. Again angle C also I have found out here, that is 120 degree. So angle C is 120 degree is equals to angle A. So I can write here like this, that angle B is equals to 60 degree. So angle D is also equal to 60 degree. So angle A and angle C are equal. So they are equal to 120 degree. Now why is this so? Because in a parallelogram the opposite angles are equal. So in this way I find out the measurement of angle A, angle C and angle D. So in the next video we will start lesson 7, perimeter and area. Till then you copy down all the sums in your classwork copy, and when the school reopen we will clear all the doubts.